Welcome back to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB Racing presents the LPB WTCR Championship. This is round 5, race 1 from AUTOPOLIS. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB WTCR Series Season 2 here on GTSPORT. This is round 5 of our season here at AUTOPOLIS. So we are AUTOPOLIS in Japan for the Japanese round of the championship. Let's go to the grid for this one then. So it is Neil Farmack who takes pole position then in the Scirocco with Stevie alongside in the Evo. They're both on super soft tyres and Stevie has got weight on. He is on 60 kilos for third place in the championship. TY and Jamo next in the two Subarus, third and fourth on the second row. They're on the medium tyres. TY is on 100 kilos and Jamo is on 20 kilos. Bidster is fifth in the Peugeot on the medium tyres as well with Red Bull alongside in the BMW. Bidster is on 40 kilos weight for fourth in the championship. Then we've got Woo Woo seventh. He's on the super soft tyres and he's actually second place in the championships, 80 kilos. So they're all the weight runners. They're actually qualifying quite pretty well around here. Techno is in the Mazda Atenza on the medium tyres in 8th place. Keith is in the Genesis on the super softs. Keith's back after a medical procedure and he's back ready to go, ready to rumble. Good to have Keith back as an independent in this one. Seek in 10th in the Evo in super softs with Firepower in 11th in the Scirocco on the medium tyres. Super softs for Blake's Lexus in 12th. Bradders 13th with the mediums on the Peugeot. Mediums for Will in the Atenza in 14th. Rodders 15th on the super softs in the Lexus with mediums for Steve Paramore at the back. So a lot of people choosing the medium option in this one. Quite a lot of varied tyre choices. So let's then get started with the race then. So we're waiting for the lights to go out. Obviously Keith standing in for one of the cars that he's missing this time. We'll run through that as the race goes on. But here we are ready to go here at AUTOPOLIS. Any moment now, here we go, and a good start again for the four-wheel drives as usual. Neil Farmack goes backwards from his pole position, absolutely goes backwards with the front-wheel drive. Down towards turn 1 we go. There's T1 on the inside, Stevie in third place, and then we got Woo Woo to the inside. Oh, Neil Farmack, a little bit of contact there, but we're all cool as we go through the corner and out of it. I think it's just the one. Is it the one Peugeot of Bidster? I think it is, yes. So it's Bradders that can't make this one, so Keith's standing in as an independent on his own right. So no more team fill-ins for this season as you go through the complex section up to the hairpin. And with Stevie on the inside of Red Bull looking to try and get back, and then Neil Farmack going to the outside in the Rocket Scirocco. Round the outside, Stevie's having none of it though, and oh, Red Bull has a massive twitch on the power, over-rotates the rear tyres and just wheel spins down a fourth. Stevie takes third place back. Up the hill, still the two Subarus lead the way from the four-wheel drive advantage at the start. And then we've got Neil Farmack attacking back on Red Bull, trying to get, he's on the inside, he's got him. And then we've got Woo Woo on the inside of seat 1, so one Mitsubishi goes forwards, one Mitsubishi goes backwards through the hairpin, everyone else further back. We've got Will on the grass. Whoa, massive moment there for Will in the background in the sort of maroon-coloured Mazda, and Blake goes around the outside in the Lexus, in the Greg's Lexus, and goes through. Steve Paramore and Rodders further back. We have got another car missing in this one, but again we'll get that sorted out for you later on. So two Subarus from the Evo. We've got the VW in 4th. Seat 1 trying to give a move on to Woo Woo there as we go under the bridge. Under the bridge we go. Further back we've got Firepower running a bit wide there in the other Scirocco. Blakeney could take advantage here into the last corner. Firepower defends the inside. Blakeney might go for a cut back here. I don't think anymore. We might actually be able to go around the outside and get the inside for the left-hander. Nope, Firepower says no, you don't. Stay there, you're not coming through. You are not welcome. Go down the straight then. We have a train of cars coming down towards the first corner. Neil Farmack on the inside, defending the inside from still trying to get past Stevie, sorry, on the inside, and goes through cleanly in the Scirocco. So the Scirocco clearly not good in the opening lap with the start of the front wheel drive, but now gets ahead, and I think we've had a car off further back. Or Will's off again. Will's not enjoying that Mazda on medium tyres this season. I think he's just not enjoying the car. The first few races were pretty good, but ever since Woo Woo goes off onto the grass, possible contact with Woo Woo. Oh, he hits the wall. I think he's disconnected. There's no drive in that car. He's disconnected. Woo Woo is out of the race with the disconnection there, which is the same as just a normal retirement or having your engine blow up. So Woo Woo unfortunately disconnects from the race, and his post office internet strikes again. There's Neil Farmack now challenging TY. Neil Farmack in the Scirocco. The Scirocco looking really good round here, actually. In onto the inside of TY, and TY doesn't really challenge it much because he knows Neil's quick, so might as well just try and fend off the other Evo behind. Remember, Neil Farmack on the super soft tyres as well, the Subarus on the mediums. This is Neil's chance to get some good points and get some, get some good points in the championship. But remember, with points come prizes, and with prizes comes weight. So you've got to be careful with that. There's TY. Trying to put the pressure back on Neil Farmack now, just trying to keep right on the back of the VW, but it's very hard to overtake through here. Keith in the Hyundai doing a fantastic job in the Hyundai, independent, first race back after being away for a medical procedure, and he's recovered well, and he's come back quite early from the procedure, and he's doing a brilliant job. So races, and he's doing a fantastic job here in 7th place. Vincent right behind him. And he's just showing he can get straight back into the pace, straight back into the rhythm. Keith is on the move. Further back we've got Bidster there in 8th, Techno 9th, with Blake in 10th. And they're all a bit more spread out there, but the main battle's up at the front. Jamo's gone off! At the front, up front, Jamo goes off in the Subaru. And now he's gone right down to 5th, 6th, 7th, any places. So it's like an auction. Just straight to the inside as well, trying to take advantage, but the Subaru says, nope, that's enough, you're not getting past. Down to 7th will do me. But Jamo runs wide at turn 1 and loses places, and now he's got to fight back, but medium tyres on and a little bit of weight, so he's got to try and do something, but it's going to be hard to do. So Neil Farmack takes the lead then in the Scirocco, and I don't think he'll lose it because he's had some really good pace on these opening laps. But TY might lose his 2nd place to Seat 1. Seat 1's come up ahead of all of them. And even Seat 1 on the Super Softs, Stevie on the Super Softs as well, but looks like Seat 1's just got more pace. So Seat 1 loving this AUTOPOLIS track in Japan, and Japanese car as well, so going really well here. And the 4-wheel drives and the rear-wheel drive chasing down the front-wheel drive in the lead, but Neil Farmack doing a cracking job here, and Keith's up to 6th place. He's past Red Bull, not Red Bull, sorry, he's up to 6th place. He's just defending from Jamo. I thought he moved up a place, sorry guys. But Keith is, he's trying to keep Jamo back. Jamo in the Subaru got the grip round here. We've not seen the Hyundai this season because it didn't get allocated to any teams. As TY goes wide and Stevie goes through into 3rd place. He's trying to go around the outside. TY mounts the curb on the inside, trying to hold on. Now he's gone wide. Red Bull's going to take advantage of that as well. Round the outside in the BMW over the both on medium tyres. TY with the 4-wheel drive holds the tight line. Out the corner though, Red Bull's going to get the run, and Red Bull takes 4th place from TY. TY going backwards here, not good for TY. Remember, he's got 100 kilos on that car, and that's why Woo went further back before he disconnected, helping. As now Keith looks to get up the inside of TY as well. Keith really doing a good job here in the Hyundai, proving that he's I think the surgery's helped him. I think the procedure that he's had helped him, but yeah, so here we are, performance enhancing procedure as he goes round the corner with Jamo then going around the outside of his teammate. I think TY let him go there. He knew that he's not got the pace in this one, and he's going to try and fend off Bidster and let Jamo get away. TY being ruthless in the defence of Bidster now. He's switching it on immediately. That Peugeot is not finding a way through, and Techno and Blake are not far off this as well. Brilliant fight in this race so far. Further back we've got Rodders and Firepower in a nice little battle for 11th and 12th, but again, they're just on their own really, and Rodders a bit of lag there from Rodders. A bit strange, but never mind. Up the hill then, the two Evos closing upon each other. Stevie now finally getting the pace in that car, and I wonder what their teammates will do. I wonder if they'll fight for it or whether they'll use team orders. And Stevie, we know what Stevie can be like. He's quite ruthless when it comes to anyone, not even if it is his teammate. So he might try and get his way through. So especially if Seat 1 goes wide like that, that'll just open the invitation straight away. There's Bidster and TY. A little bit of lag going on this race from some cars. So just clearly, probably the server's having a bit of a strain at this point. But I think we're okay so far as we go up the hill. Techno and Blake closing up on the back of Bidster and TY. And TY's heavy, 100 kilos on that car. Bidster's in the Peugeot, 40 kilos, but the Peugeot not really suited to this track as well as the others. It's got a lot of really suit the Peugeot. It's and a lot of slow sections as well, which definitely don't suit the Peugeot. But this is where the Peugeot gets suited. He's on the top speed and he's just going to go straight past TY now on the straight. TY can't do anything about that, and now he's got Techno following him through. He's going to try and follow through, but TY's defending the inside into the corner. TY defends the inside line, but Techno just drives round the outside and Bidster hits the gravel. That's not going to be good for his pace. Techno might find himself another spot here as well. But no, Bizza gets the power on. TY just defending the inside from everyone. Oh, he's just trying to keep out of the way, but now he goes down to 10th. Side by side with Blake. No, he's down to 10th now. So TY having an awful race in the Walls Racing Subaru there. But meanwhile, Neil Farmack, 151.7, just casually pulling out a few fast laps here. And absolutely pulling away from the rest. Seat 1 and Stevie still in the same order. Stevie faster lap than his teammate last time round. Keith in 4th. Watch out for Keith. He could be a dark horse here. Rear-wheel drive Hyundai Genesis, and that could be a real threat here. Running independent under his own name for this one, because we've got no Bradders in this one, and also no King Domingo either. So we're running 2 cars short. Woo-Woo's disconnected, so Steve Paramore is the only Audi Sport UK car in the race, and 13th position for him, not having a good race here. Medium tyres though, so he's getting them out of the way now, which might actually be a good idea for the races to come. So the super soft tyre cars are in the top 4 positions. Then we've got Jamo in 5th place on the medium tyres. Remember, that Subaru he's only got 20 kilos on, so it's quite light. So I think if the weight gets losing touch with the pack as well. But yeah, a lot of people on medium tyres. Blake's the one to watch in this battle for 7th place in the Lexus, because he's on super softs. Techno and Bidster on the medium tyre, so that could be a factor as we approach half distance here in this race. Over the line onto lap 6 of 11 here at AUTOPOLIS, race 1. Fantastic race in this championship, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel also, guys. As Blake goes down the inside of Techno, on the inside, no, can't quite get through, and yeah, Techno holds on. Got Keith in 4th place still, but he's actually catching the Evos. Jamo's going with him, so the Evos are not really making any progress here, especially against Neil, because he's on 51.52s, lapping within a couple of tenths of a second of himself. Neil Farmack, brilliant stuff. Oh, C1 finally goes wide. C1 goes wide. I don't know whether he was letting him through or not, but I think that was just a genuine mistake. And Stevie goes round the inside, and then that's it. He's in 2nd place, and C1 now playing rear gunner for Stevie, and I'll see if Stevie can pull him along a bit. But Stevie's last lap of 53.4, nothing like Neil's 52, but looks like the battle for 2nd place is on, and Seat 1 not giving up on his teammate, having a little look into the hairpin there, but obviously not going to do anything too spectacular, because it is his teammate. Jamo, meanwhile, is clashed up to the back of Keith, so Jamo in the Subaru finally getting his pace, and he's on the back of Keith now. Red Bull's not too far behind, watch out for the BMW. But Jamo then in the 4-wheel drive Subaru, right behind the rear-wheel drive Hyundai Genesis of Keith. First making his comeback race after sort of half season off or so, and doing a good job here is Keith. And Seat 1 on the back of his teammate, still hugging the inside curb, but again Stevie holds the line, holds the position. It's Keith, Jamo, and Red Bull goes wide. Red Bull goes wide. Don't want to be doing that, Red Bull, as he goes wide onto the gravel. That's not going to keep your foot in it, but that's not going to help at all. As Blake and Techno still going at it for 8th and 9th place. Blatantly looking to take 8th place. Will he have a look into turn 1 like he did last time? He's having a little look, and he goes down the inside, brakes late, but again Techno brakes later. 4-wheel drive helps with the braking as well, and holds it around the outside. Good job by him. Meanwhile, Rudders and Firepower still having to go at each other. Firepower holds on in the Rocket Scirocco against the Greg's Lexus, so good to see a nice little battle back there as well. Unfortunately, Steve Paramore and Will having a horrible race this time round. Super soft tyres on, they might be able to pick up some pace. Back to the lot at the front, and now Seat 1, and he's got Keith right on the back of him now. So Keith and Jamo have closed right up to the back of those Evos, and it's now time to start challenging. Keith up the hill, takes a good run. He always runs wide through that corner. He's losing time running wide there. He needs to tighten that line up, but into the hairpin then, and Keith closes up. Jamo then closing up. Watch out for the 4-wheel drive grunt out the corner, but no, he runs wide. Can't use any of it if he runs wide. Needs to try and propel himself out the corner. Down the hill of his teammate, the 2 Hypermax Evos running together, and they're doing quite well in the Teams Championship as well. They're probably the closest ones to challenging Walls Racing Subaru at the minute. So Hypermax Evos doing well here at AUTOPOLIS, looking good for both independent drivers and team championships as well. Just looking to increase their stats in both. Stevie's third in the championship, so good for Stevie getting some more points in here. Seat 1 needs to boost himself up as well. He's fighting around in the midfield. He's currently 7th in the championship, so good to see that. Oh, Keith runs wide there. Keith runs wide. That's not going to help. He might have had to lift there, and that could help Jamo with a draft. But again, the Subaru doesn't quite have the top speed over the Hyundai. The Hyundai sort of similar stats to the BMW, really, just a little bit lighter and a little bit less power, but still overall about the same as BMW. Seat pulls away on the straight. Into the first corner as Seat 1 takes a load of grass there as he tries to keep up with his teammate. In fact, he might even start to attack him here. He's right behind him. He's going to have a go into turn 2. No, he's not. He's going to wait behind. Sensible stuff. Just trying to help each other along. Neil Farmack. Oh, 151.6 the last few laps. 151.6, 151.8. Absolutely on it. And I think the only way Neil Farmack's going to lose this now is if he has a major off or disconnect. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but you never know in sim racing. Stevie hugs the inside line. Keith there as well with Jamo right behind. Further back we've got Techno and Blakeney. I dare say they're closing on Bidster. 53.3 for Bidster last time. 52.8 and a 52.9 for Techno and Blake. So looks like the Peugeot's starting to struggle at this late point in the race. Just not quite got the pace. He's improving on his own pace, but just not quite compared to the people around him. Back to the battle for second place, which has been the major focus of this race so far, and it is still the two Evos, Stevie and Seat 1 in that order, with Keith and Jamo closing up in the Hyundai and the Subaru. But into this section here, oh, Seat 1 looks up the inside, Stevie goes wide, very wide indeed. Seat 1 will go for the cutback. No, he holds on, he just holds off. You know, his teammate just made a little mistake there. He's not going to try and just go, you know, yippee-ki-yay and go through. I think he'll be sensible about it because they want to try and keep the team points intact as well. But Stevie does look like he's struggling a little bit now for grip. And both cars are very similar on the tyre wear as we go on to lap 9 of 11 here at AUTOPOLIS. Will Seat 1 go for the move? No, he's going to push him along. Seat 1 is going to push him along, so they are working as a team here. They are working as a team, and they're going to try and do what they can to stay ahead. Just a little bump draft there to his teammates, trying to encourage him along. Keith will not like that. He's done his personal best, 52.3. But again, the two Evos doing the teamwork and helping each other out. Meanwhile, further back, Techno and Blake on each other again. Techno defending the inside into turn 2. And yep, defending. So Blake goes round the outside though, not phased round the outside, gets the inside for the multi-apex left-hander. And he's on the curb, he's on the grass. Techno holds the inside line for the hairpin. Blake has to go wide. Power on earlier, which means he might be able to get alongside for the long left-hander coming up through the little right kink into the left-hander. Blake's on the inside line, and a fantastic setup there from Blake to go through, and he takes 8th place off of Techno. And now with the tyre difference, he should pull away, but he's just got to watch out for the counter-attack into the hairpin. He might have to defend the inside line, or will Techno go for it now? He knows he's not here. Techno just didn't get the run up the hill. So Blake into 8th place, and now it's his turn to try and see if he can do anything about Bidster ahead in 7th place in the Peugeot. Stevie and Seek 1 in the Evo still holding ground. Keith and Jamo still can't do anything about these two. Even just running this close together, they are still keeping the gap quite similar to Keith and Jamo. As Keith runs wide there. Keith runs wide there in the Hyundai up the hill, and that's going to lose him ground. Jamo will close right up behind him as well. Remember, Jamo's on 20 kilos. Stevie's actually on 60 kilos, and he's still the head of this group. So it looks like Seat 1 is quite happy playing the defensive position for his teammate. Seat 1 number 88, his teammate number 89, Stevie. That's not a coincidence with number, that's just their own individual numbers. Everyone runs their own individual numbers in LPB Racing. So we've got Neil Farmack number 12 in the lead. We've got we've got Stevie 89, Seat 188, Keith 56, Jamo number 1 because he's actually the reigning champion, but he would be 98. We've got Red Bull, the number 5. With Bidster 22 in 7th, with Blake right on the back of him now in 8th place. We'll leave the numbers for a minute. Blake's having a go here in the Lexus. Blake in the Greg's Lexus on the inside line in the blue car. And Bidster holds on around the outside. We know what Bidster's like. He does not give up a place. That very easy. And he's not letting Blake have it easy as well as the number 4 Lexus goes through. And nope, they can't do it. Nope, Bidster hugging the curb, right up on the curb. And number 29, Techno in the Mazda, is just waiting for a way through, just trying to be patient. The Evos are still in the same order. Still doing what they need to do as Keith now defending from Jamo. Jamo's right on the back of Keith now, and that's not going to help them two out because they'll not be able to catch up to the Evos if Keith's got to defend. And look, just by doing that one defensive move, the Evos have pulled out a couple of car lengths on them. So, going through down the bottom of the hill and up the climb. This is where Stevie will not enjoy the weight on the car, and seat 1 will close up a little bit. It should do theoretically, but not showing it so far as we go. It might be into this corner where we see the difference. Yep, there we go. Stevie has to sort of understeers a bit. Seat 1 can get the car pulled in tighter and get a better run out the corner, but he just stays behind his teammate, doing a good job. Further back, Bidster still holding off Blake. Still holding off Blake there in 7th place. No way through for Blake. And Bidster holding on, and it's going to be on to the last lap, so it's going to be a last lap battle for 7th place here at AUTOPOLIS. Bidster versus Blake versus Techno, but then for 2nd place we've got Stevie, Seek, Keith and Jamo. Neil Farmack's way up the road, he's about another 5 or 6 seconds up the road. As we go through turn 1, Seek 1 closer than ever. Stevie goes wide. No, don't do that now, he says. I don't want to pass you, but I might have to if you don't. Oh, he's going for it. Seek 1's on. No, he's not. He's folding in. I was just getting too excited there. He went to the inside, probably just say to his teammate, look, if you don't get a move on, I will pass you. But he might not have a choice in a minute because Keith's coming up to the back of him as well, and he might have his mirrors full of that blue Hyundai of Keith into the hairpin. Good traction from all the cars, 4-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, but the front-wheel drive car leading the way. Back to Bidster. Blaney's got through on Bids. It must have been from the first corner, he must have got through. So Blaney then passes Bidster, and the Lexus now up to 7th place, Bidster down to 8th. There's Neil Farmack leading the race from start to finish. He's only got probably a third of a lap to go now, not long to go, and Stevie's still holding on to 2nd place in Evo. Jamo looking to the inside of Keith. Jamo having a look. No, he's just having a look. Just putting the pressure on, saying, hey, hello, don't forget about me, by the way. Oh, Stevie catches the grass there in the Evo. Up the hill we go, last time up the hill. Can Seat 1 steal one off his teammate, or will the Evos crash and burn, or will the Evos actually hold on? We don't know. As you go through the uphill section and into the last few corners, I don't think it's going to change, but one thing that is for sure is Neil Farmack has dominated this race ever since taking the lead, and he's now going to win the race. Well done to Neil Farmack, maximum points in the Scirocco, very good, and that'll be a good boost to him for the season. Stevie is going to hold on to 2nd place with Seat 1 in 3rd, Keith 4th and Jamo in 5th. Good battle between all them all race, nice consistent pace, trying to play top trumps already. Red Bull 6th in the BMW, well done to him. Blaney takes 7th on the last lap from Bidster, who just holds off Techno in 9th for 8th place, and Techno 9th. By having an awful race in the Subaru, the weight does not like this track, and also medium tyres as well, so he probably thought, I'll get it all out of the way now and I'll see what I can do for race 2 and 3. There's Rodders in 11th place, well done to Rodders in 11th, in the Lexus, across the line he goes. Firepower in 12th place in the Scirocco, and Will has got ahead of Steve Paramore, so he's not quite last now. And Steve Paramore unfortunately down to last place, but Will running wide in the Atenza, and we have confirmed Will has got a controller problem at the minute, but he's not got unfortunately not got the resources to get another controller or a wheel at the current situation, with the current situation in the world. So Will goes round the last corner, and it tends to affect his long radius corner turning ability, or just sharp turns. But Will 13th and Firepower and Steve Paramore in 14th. So we will now go to the replays of the race with the results following. And now let's take a look back at some of the action from race 1 here at AUTOPOLIS. Okay, now here's a replay on lap 3 of what happened to Jamo then going into the first corner. We go close to the braking point. Neil Farmack goes down the inside. He's got a good run on the inside. There's a little bit of contact, I think, but Jamo just came across, and then it eats gravel. And he's through the gravel. TY goes through, Seat 1 goes through. Then Stevie and Red Bull and Keith all follow. And on board with Jamo with that. So we've got Neil Farmack trapping up behind us. Look at the speed of the Scirocco. Pulls out to the right to overtake, and then we go into the corner, and there's a little bit of contact as he comes across, but that didn't really have out to do with it, I think, because Jamo just outbraked himself. Through the gravel he goes, TY and everyone else goes through, and we find ourselves down in 7th. Here's a replay of how Will went to the back of the field from 13th. He just runs wide all the way wide out of the left-hander, and he eats the grass, and then Steve Paramore goes through to take 13th. And now after a long race for Rodders, trying to get past Firepower. This is how he did it. Firepower went wide into turn 2. Rodders goes around the outside of him, then around turn 3 and 4, and then gets ahead of him into the hairpin. A good move there from Rodders, and an unfortunate mistake there for Firepower. So as we come back from the replays, we will now move on to look at the results of the race. So it is Neil Farmack who wins in the Scirocco. Well done to Neil, with Stevie in second place in the Evo, with his teammate Seat 1 in third right behind him there. Keith in fourth in the Genesis. Welcome back to Keith there with fourth. Jamo in fifth in the Subaru, with the Red Bull in sixth in the BMW. We then have Blake seventh in the Lexus, with Bidster in eighth place in the Peugeot. And we're going to go over the page, and Techno is in 9th, with TY in 10th in the Subaru. We've got the Lexus Brothers in 11th, with Firepower Scirocco in 12th. Wills Atenza is 13th, with Steve Paramore 14th in the TT. Then unfortunately we lost Woo Woo and Bradders from the race due to disconnections. And then Neil Farmack grabs the fastest lap of the race, a 1:51.666. The Devil is approaching. And as we come back from that, your winner is Neil Farmack in the Rocket Scirocco there. An absolutely incredible win there for Neil Farmack, and a well-deserved in that car, and a fantastic race, and just dominated. Just once you got the lead, just pulled away and pulled a nice gap, and well done to Neil Farmack. So we will see you all next time for race 2 with more drama, more action on the way. We will see you then. Take care. So guys, that was race 1 from AUTOPOLIS. Thank you all for tuning in there, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well. Really does help our channel get boosted. And next time it's going to be race 2 here from AUTOPOLIS, and it's going to be another great race, so you don't want to miss that one, guys. We'll see you then for race 2.